Welcome to Attican Plays Pharaoh, A New Era. And like that. And we have a lot of room here. We can actually put our entertainers here. And they can still go over across the river to the other sections and they'll still come in the same way. So let's just go ahead. We got some unemployment. Let's do entertainment, dance school, went in the hole. Wait till we get some money. Okay, we must have sold some beer. We got some money. Dance school, conservatory, and juggler school. And it would be nice if they had a place to juggle. So right down there. Now this one, a little bit of a goof. In fact, that is a goof. We want to undo that. I really want to have a roadblock right there. So I don't want our services going up there and walking around in circles. So we're going to go from here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, and put in our beautification, and then we're going to go entertainment pavilion like that. Okay. So in these rough cottages, they need the entertainment. That's where we are at it, and there we already got it. And we're going to deliver some limestone. The kingdom is up. We're just hanging in there on our money because the gold is barely enough. Gold plus some beer is barely enough to keep us afloat because of this copper and wood we're getting in. Going to deliver that. We're going to, okay, our navy is growing. And we've got, what do we got out here? How's our recruiting? We've got 8 and 16. Okay, we're getting there. I think I want to step this up. Let's make sure we got some weapons going. Kingdom standing, climbs. Everything's looking great. Let's see. Okay, see the money go way down there for a second and come back up. That's our import and export of the copper and wood. Now we're getting a little, that's good. Now we're seeing some excess weapons. That's what I want to see. I want to see plenty of weapons so that we're not slowing down that recruiting on that fort. And I actually want to put in another archer fort right away since we've got a couple of dollars, or dubbins, excuse me. Let's put another archer fort in. And we could, now we need a space for a quarter. We've got the one that's getting it, and then this guy, that's beer. There's one here that's that linen one. We'll just do, that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to write that off and say, oh wait, what's going on? I think I've said this before. I'd love to see a summary of what's actually turned on. I know you can go down through this and see it, but there's too many. It's too hard to scroll. I'd love to see a list of the ones that are on. Or and if it's more than 3, just say more than 3. But you know, granite. I'm gonna have this accept a quarter yard of granite because remember we need a little more than 3, and this could be except 3/4 yard of linen. And that linen's a joke. It's not really, not really the thing. All right. The other thing is, honestly we could probably do more brewers. Let's just check that out. Let's see. Oh, we have to go to the world map, and we have to go to each of these and see how many. All right, we sold all the beer we could in Comey. Mennefer. See, Mennefer could still buy 2,500 from us. Maydam would buy a whole bunch more. I mean, we could do a lot more beer than we're doing. We really could. Yeah, so why don't we? 1, 2, and then we're going to make a another recruiting road right here, and it's going to go over 2 and up like this, and it's going to go an even number far as it can, which would be 14, and 5 is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. There, now we have another little loop to recruit. More industry, and we're going to put some more 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 6 more beer in there, and architects and firehouse. There we go. Okay, we've got this area ready for pottery. And with that increased beer, we should be able to afford clay. So what we can do here is put a warehouse. Let's put a warehouse here, and we'll tell it to accept all clay, half a yard. Then we're going to put, and actually I want to start building this up anyway, so we'll put it over here. We want to have a recruiting area that goes, it'd be all right if it just goes down through this, parallels it, and goes out like this maybe. Yeah. We'll put a transport wharf right there. And we'll put a warship wharf right there. And I think we can put a transport wharf right next to it. We can. All right, good. And we will go road like that and like that. And then this one will be, I want it to be a separate one from this one, so, and it doesn't even have to do that. Like this. And we've got another, no, let's do them, you'd really want 2 in here so you can put more stuff in there, more industry. So we're going to do it like that. And you know what, and we will connect them down here, but we're going to block it off because this is a separate block. So what we'll do here is have
interesting question.
Oh, thank you, Siri. We'll have one here that gets all clay, and then it can accept all half a yard of pottery, and we're going to have another one for pottery, and this one will accept all pottery. And then we're going to have some potters. Well, we're going to start importing clay. Remember, we can't get any raw materials. Where's clay? Get ready for import, maintain 1600. And then we will start creating pottery. And that will do. I must have clicked on Ta's monument there. What's the deal? Oh, well, let's go like this too. Let's go. Oh, I got these gardens in here. Shoot. Okay, I want to go. I'm going to do it the lazy way. I'm going to delete all the gardens. And then I'm going to grab that monument. 1, 2, 3. That was that. And then I'm going to grab that monument and go, or shrine, and go 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then put the gardens back in. And I want to get this road here, back here to be, there we go, to be nice for future evolution of this block. Okay. So, and I'm going to tell this block to buy pottery and buy pottery. Do a quick look at the military just to see where we are. So we're starting to recruit. We would need another army, another infantry fort, and then our navy. We've got so far 3 warships, but we've got another warship and 2 transport ships on order. Okay, see that's full. Okay. So we could start thinking about feeding another one of these. So we could go out here. I think we could put a granary out here. I just don't watch my money, do I? And his role is going to be to get all game meat. So he's going to run off, his cart guys will run off and grab meat out of this and bring it back here. So if we got it back here, that means that we can sell it, right? So let's do bazaar here. And bazaar here. And we'll order these guys to buy game meat. Yeah. And since we've got that, we can now put in our pavilion out here. Come on. Pavilion out here. Okay. Getting a little more of the granite. How much granite do we have? We have 60. And we've got a little money. We'll get another infantry fort out here. Okay, look at this. Now we're all the way up to needing beer, but we're not going to buy it yet. Our money is too tight just now. Once we get this one evolved, we may start collecting some taxes. What's our unemployment? 13%. Okay, we're still selling our beer. Oh, and we're starting. Oh yeah. We're starting to get pottery, and now we're starting to get food over here, and we got a little money. Let's go with our shrine overkill. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Gardens. Through here, back here. Some decent roads for these people to walk on. Looks pretty good. All right, so now we need to get out here and get this other food because we're not taking advantage of it. So let's do that, and we also got a little space out here we can put. I think we can get some more military out here. We can get maybe a warship here and here. We absolutely can. And maybe a transport right there. Beautiful. And right there. And right there. Huh. Do we need that many? We don't need 10,000 transport ships, do we? Huh. Okay, Cerebit Kadim is under attack. Dispatch troops within 8 months. When we get that 6-month warning, we will send what we've got out there. That's the thing. So now let's see what we've got. What can we send them? Let's go to our military advisor. We've got 2 full. We can definitely send these guys. And we can send these guys. And we can look at our Navy. We can't send them. Oh, shoot. I guess it's all landlocked. That makes sense. Shucks, I was planning on sending the Navy. So would it be worth sending partials? Yes, we're going to send what we've got. So we're going to send out 2 full companies and a couple of more than half companies. So about 3 companies of soldiers we're sending to Cerebit Kadim. And we can deliver that request. And since we can't do the military, we're not going to build anymore. We've got more than enough to defend ourselves. Okay. So where was I? Down here, we want food. Now we could just hunt from here. It wouldn't be too bad, but I would much rather just go right up there to the hunting. So we can come out of this, come out like this, recruit along here. We can put I think what we'll do is put a granary back here. And we'll put our hunting lodges like this. Well, 1, 2. 3, 4, like this. And then we'll give them what protection? They just need fire for these two things. So we'll put a firehouse out here. And I'm going to go ahead and get that good road here. And I'd like to get the that to pop, and it did. Good deal. Okay. And I think we can go ahead and go buy beer. Whoops. Buy beer. Buy beer. We got 75 of the granite. We can only, they will only sell us 15 a year, so it takes a while. That's why I wanted to get started on that as quickly as possible, because I knew that would be one of the long poles in the tent for getting all this done. So, all right, so we've got more hunting going on back here. Oh. Except I just watched that cart driver come here and take off that way. Minor Bless says remembers to bring our troops back. We were defeated at Sarabit Kadim, but it wasn't. Apparently, it wasn't because of us. They didn't say it was our fault. So we got all our troops back, but we lost. But I think it's programmed that way. I think that battle is meant to be lost. Right? I really do. Because look at our mill. Okay, we got extra. They all got some experience. That's good. And we can keep recruiting from that. Let's just see how much food do they think we're making. 6,400 people worth. Huh. 6,400 people. I'm not quite seeing that. Did we set these to beer? Yes. Okay. We could probably set a little, we can have let's have a yard right here and have it get a quarter yard of beer. And we're going to change our export policy a little bit. We're going to say export went over 800, so we'll save some in reserve for these guys. So they've already got beer, and
no one is reporting.
Now they need a courthouse, and we got blank space right here. We're going to need we're going to need 3 by 3 space for the courthouse. So we'll give them a courthouse. We can keep the police station. We could get rid of it if we wanted to, but we'll just keep it, and we'll put in a courthouse here. And we're also going to start collecting taxes. So where would we want to collect taxes? We'll collect taxes right here. Like this, and we'll go in and set our tax rate to, we'll start with the 9% and see how that goes. See if they truly hate us or what. Right now they idolize us. They may not be quite so fond after we have to make them start paying for being here. Okay, this one's looking good. Love to get it to all ordinary cottages, all these green ones. That's a pretty good place to be with that. Oh, and let's look at our ratings. Our culture, we need dentists. All right, fine. We will put, oh, you know what? This fire station or police station will go, and we'll replace it with a dentist. Okay, and then we'll put one in the others. Don't need them for evolution. We're going to have to keep the fire station. So we'll just keep, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of that one that doesn't want to evolve anyway. And or hasn't evolved yet, I should say. It will evolve. Put that in. Give them a dentist. And let's go to our final block, our poor people that aren't even eating yet. And we'll give them a dentist. Where? Let's give them a dentist out here. Okay, because the troops you sent were not powerful enough, baloney, to defeat the attackers, the mighty city of Sarabat Kadim has fallen to our enemies. It means the trading is going to change, but it doesn't matter because we're actually in pretty good shape on that. And we're getting close on our granite. How are we on recruiting our military? Yeah, we're still working on it. Okay, we don't need another fort because we haven't filled up the ones we have. We've got a good navy. We're going to have let's see. Do we have any requests? No. What's the rating story? Okay, we got to grow our kingdom, no problem. Prosperity's good. Culture, too few musicians. Well, I can see that. We got this area out here that isn't getting any. We'll give them entertainment even though they don't need it yet. And that will allow us to have a few more musicians. And we may need more coverage than just this to get everybody happy. Copper just went up. We kind of don't care. We're all right on that. See, if we can keep this full, price of copper and gems we don't care about gems at all. Okay, now, where are we? Ah, shoot. There's got to be, yeah, we can still accept more granite, so we're okay on the granite import. How many do we have? 96. We can take 4 more. Now, it used to be that would goof up. If you'd have to take a little extra in order to make sure, we can't trade with Sarabat Kadim, that's okay. We're going to deliver a bunch of beer. That'll help our kingdom standing. We're waiting on the, oh, you know what? Golly. Got this is a road out here. We do not want that. That's messing us up. Okay. Now watch these start popping now. This guy's going to be walking on this road and not on this. I think that's what was happening. Yep, here we go. So we got our population goal already, right? And we've got our one nice neighborhood, our one kind of working class neighborhood, and our one, this is kind of pitiful neighborhood. I think what we'll do for this is kind of pitiful. Our money's looking better now. The tax collection certainly helps. What else we got? Let's look at last year. We paid $5,200 for imports and we exported 12,000. Our wages were 35, but we took in 17 in taxes, so that offset a lot of it. And we're mining a bunch of gold. Yeah, our economy's good now. We're pretty solid. So what we can do here is look at what can we buy food-wise. And we can buy chickpeas. So let's import chickpeas to maintain 3,200, and let's import fish to maintain 3,200, and let's import grain to do 3,200. And I think what we'll do with that, and I think we have all our granite now. Sorry, I have to deal with this. Granite. 100, we have 100. We're going to stop trading it, and we're going to build our obelisk. So the obelisk, we place it. This one's different, like I said. This one we have to place it, and we'll just place it right there. It's attached to the road, and it's going to need, we're going to have a carpenter's guild, which is going to take wood and build scaffolding for this. And stonemason will do a couple of those, and they will go do the work on the finishing off the obelisk. All right, and now we're not importing that anymore. So we get these 3 storage yards we're not using. We'll keep that in mind for whatever we do next. Like, for example, let's switch this one over to, where is it? Reeds. And actually, we can switch this one over to papyrus. Actually, I'm going to change that. This one's going to be reeds. This one will be papyrus. And do we have unemployment? Yeah, we do. So we're going to put some papyrus makers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will do. And we're going to start importing reeds. To maintain 1600. And we'll export papyrus when it's over 800. Keep some in reserve because we're going to put a school in here minimally, and maybe other places. And let's see. Now it's just managing our ratings. So too few. Well, scribal schools. We're going to fix that in a minute. And our kingdom rating is fine. We just need more requests. We'd love for them to ask for something. The other thing we can do is, we don't have raw. If we had raw, we would start doing, what do you call them? Festivals. We'd start doing festivals, and raw would take care of our kingdom rating. Okay, we've got pretty good food stocks here. I actually think we can go with another granary right here. And we're going to tell it to get all game meat. And we can go ahead and try to feed these people. 1, 2, and we'll tell them to buy game meat and chickpeas. And these guys can buy game meat and chickpeas. And we're going to take this one and switch it over to chickpeas. And we'll take this one and switch it over to fish. Yes, because we already set up to, and then we need one for grain. Okay, we got one for grain. And these people up here, we'll tell them to eat grain as well. Now, the deal here is we're making plenty of food to feed these people. Now, we could give them a second food and try to advance them beyond like common residences, but there's no need to. We don't need, I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do is just make these common residences. So that means that we're going to put in a scribal school here and bump these guys up. And then we got to see, these are probably, oh, he's not getting a courthouse yet. Is it? Let's watch our courthouse dude. Overlays, I guess would be risk crime. Yeah, we can. There, it got it. Just got it. Just as we started watching it. Okay. So what we're going to do now is actually turn one of these into a school, and I think the easiest thing would be to take one of the end ones that are the hardest ones to get anyway. the one that just advanced, we're going to kill it and put in a services. Where's our school? Oh, they moved it on us. We're going to put a... this interface sometimes is not perfect. Okay, we're going to put a school out there. So once we start making that papyrus, and which, by the way, we're going to have one here that accepts, that gets reeds, gets a 1/4 yard of reeds and accepts 3/4 yards of papyrus. And then this one over here, oh, it's getting in the grain. Okay. Here comes the chickpeas, and these people will start eating. Looking good. What do I want? I want the nice roads. And we need some, we're going to definitely need some gardens here. There we go. And we can tax, these people can pay their fair share. They live in a nice place now. Taxation, where do we want to do it? Well, that one right there seems to be stubborn. And we can just fill this in with Ta and Seth. And this monument would be this thing is 33% done. We've got an invasion coming. How's our mirror? Okay, we can build another fort. We can afford it. We can put in another. Not too close. Not too close. Right here. And these people can pay their fair share too. So, out and taxes. And they'll go to common cottage. And we got a lot of pottery. I mean, we could be selling it. So let's tell these guys to buy pottery. And buy pottery. And we'll just let them upgrade a little bit. And we've got papyrus being made. This school will, yeah, it's already kicking in. So here it comes. The school is kicking in. Uh-oh. Have I goofed? Yeah, the school can actually walk. Shoot. I've got that totally messed up. That school has to go. That has to go. We're going to put the school over here. And then we'll replace the housing right here. Now what happened there was, this is the end of the block. You can get away with putting housing hanging over it a little bit, but you can't hang a service building over the end of it. So this school will do, there we go. Now we get that whole block. There we go. That's more like it. That's what we came to see. Beautiful. Where are we on this? 55% done. Let's look at our ratings. Still at 15. Need too few jugglers, and I honestly believe that comes down to too few. We don't have enough jugglers. Here, we'll put a juggler up there. In fact, if that's true, why don't we just put another dance school, and another musician school. Limestone, we can do it. Beer, acknowledge and pause. We're going to have to stockpile the beer for just a moment until we get 1,500. There, we should have it right now. Yeah, we got plenty. Ah, shoot. What am I trying to do? Oh, political overseer, send off the beer, go to this guy and stop stockpiling it. Now, I'd be very happy if we get all these to ordinary cottages. Okay, kingdom standing climbed. Where are we on this?
I'm going to the monument to shape
88%. Okay, so we got ratings, culture, too few jugglers. We're gonna have to build more stuff. Or do we have ones that aren't being used? Yeah, see this one, nobody's juggling. Goodness. Fine. We'll put another school, another conservatory, another juggler. Obelisk is finished. And there's no funeral provisions we have to add to it. What's our... Okay, we got high unemployment, but they're upset because of job shortages. Yeah, I get that. That's because we're charging taxes now. Okay, we can add. I mean, we can create jobs anytime we want to. For example, we could just go down here and just make put in work camps. There's 140 jobs right there. Oh, shoot. See, we already finished the granite. Too fast for you. I don't want to offend anybody, so we'll accept it. And if we can't, well, no, they already gave it to us. Okay. Can we sell the stuff? No. Okay, so we got a dozen granite we didn't really want. But see now that by taking it, our kingdom rating actually went up. So where's our ratings now? Ratings. Culture. Too few places of worship. Seriously, no, they're being mean. They're being tough on us. Well, we'll see if we can fix that. We'll add more. We'll add a second temple to all these things. So we'll go like this, and we'll put in a temple to Ptah, and a shrine and a temple, and we'll go up here and do something similar. We're probably gonna have to put it like right up here. We'll put in a temple to Ptah. Oh, there. We just won. Okay. It was all about getting that culture rating finally. So we finished it off in 94 months. That's pretty good, actually, because the granite, you can only buy 15 granite a year from Abu, and you need 100 just to start on your obelisk. So that's, what is that? That's six years it has to take you, and it took us 12, about eight or so. one, sorry, 8, 90, 18, 2, yeah, a little under 8 years. Is that right? Yeah. So I think a little under 8. So we did all right, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Nice city, nicely developed here. Now we could have gone for something like everybody at Common Residence, and that wouldn't have been hard. I mean, it would have been easy to sell beer here, because once you get the tax going, it's worthwhile to have your developed. Now I'm a little disappointed. Would have liked to have had this cleaned up, but we do see. I mean, look at this. There's food here for these people now, and we've got them buying game meat and chickpeas. Now they've bought them all. All we have to do is tell them buy this too, and they would be fine. They would feed everything. And I don't even know if we've got. We don't even have anybody buying the fish. We could have these people get a second food and improve them. Because if we look at this, their next thing is second type of food. So if we move food over here, but it would be very hard. It'd be very hard to keep enough food over there, enough fish over there to have them. Really, if you were going to do that and go for like a mansions or really fancy residences, then you would need to probably take all your extra food and put it over here and just let the rest of your housing eat meat. But anyway, cool, very cool. Liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Pharaoh, A New Era video. Thank you.